Welcome to week 5. I feel like this semester is just cruising right along very, very quickly. I just wanted to come in today and this week introduce the week and just say I think things are going really well on my end, so if you have any questions, please let me know. But this week you're going to look at decision making and the processes that we use to make decisions, which is a nice setup and introduction to what we'll be doing next week, which is looking at some critical thinking and design thinking. So this week you need to be really looking at the decision making process and thinking about how you make decisions. So there's programmed and there's unprogrammed, and there's some certainty versus uncertainty, and then risk that's involved in understanding how we would make those decisions and whether it's programmed, somewhat intuitive and look at some set of rules that exist, or it's unprogrammed. We really want to be serious and thoughtful about the decision-making process, and there is a slide in the slide deck that shows that. That slide is very important in understanding how we think about making decisions and stop our brain to be moving through slowly the process of understanding the problem, looking at some alternatives, weighing the pros and cons of each alternative, and then deciding on the best alternative that we've listed and putting it into action. I've given you 3 somewhat practitioner-oriented articles inside the Chapter 9 folder, and I would really encourage you to look at those. One of them is Warren Buffett's approach to decision making and how he uses baseball as an analogy in that process. He also always looks for a counter opinion to challenge him and force him to think differently about a situation in terms of his investment and his business ventures. And then there's also one in there about Jeff Bezos, which, as we know, Amazon just took over and hit over $2,000 a stock and hit the trillion mark. So those are 3 perspectives. I would really encourage you to look at those. They're very, very interesting and kind of bring a different perspective into this chapter. Just looking forward, I wanted you to be aware that you do have an exam coming up, and it will cover all of the first half of the semester. So it's not for a couple weeks, but I wanted to get it on your radar just so that you're aware it's coming down the pipeline if you haven't checked the syllabus. I'm going to get the grading done this week and have feedback to you. And if you have any questions, please let me know. But enjoy the week on decision making and the extra articles that I've given you, and I would encourage you to at least look at and skim. They do make great short answer responses when you get to the exam if you need an example to pull. So have a great week.